Oh no. I'm all the way in the corner. Wait. There I am. There I am. Because it will move up. Morning, morning! Good morning! Ohayo, annyeonghaseyo! I was sneezing. These allergies are kicking my butt, man. Okay, VGM's on. And it looks like I did not mute myself, and that's a great start. How are you doing? I'm doing well, Corey. How are you? It just looks like I'm perpetually high. Oh, I didn't even change the title. Oh. Okay. I've been playing so much Fallout that I just set everything for Fallout. Gorda, go. Hey. Recent. So I don't know. Whatever fits into the box. It barely fits in the box, but it's okay. Ah, there we go. Over in hello, hello, Delon, hello. You're yellow this time. Okay, so I have no control over what colors everybody is. Yeah. How are you doing, Bat? I'm doing well. I had to do some PR work for my family. Hope you had a nice Easter. I ate a bit of food. That's probably like the most I could say about my Easter. I just had food. It's the first time in a long time that I didn't go to like an Easter service. Me and my mom watched it online because like my mom is Christian, and I like okay, I'll do it with you. So my mom used to get on me when I was like younger for not paying attention, and during the service when we were watching it, she basically like I know it's ADHD kicking, and got up and walked away and started doing laundry in the middle of service. I was like, Mom, you're supposed to pay attention. And it's like, I know, but it's boring. This is stuff we already know. The banana pudding, hell yeah. Oh yeah, banana pudding. It was store-bought banana pudding, but it was still good banana pudding. So, being quite tired lately. Oh, if it's the cold or me being tired, that aside, I'm good. Make sure you drink plenty of liquids and get some good rest. Both of you. Who pays attention to service? She used to. She used to be a very she still is. Like she can quote you on like the Bible, like in both a theological and a historical lens. But but nowadays she doesn't have like the focus anymore. Also, it was like it wasn't like the church that she goes to now. It was the service of an old pastor that we used to have when I grew up with. And Yeah, let's just say we left her we left that place on not so good terms. Well, she didn't. I did. Tell her to stop, Lamont. I can't stop her. She does what she wants to. The brain, the ADHD is kicking in for her. You Americans take religion very weirdly. We do. We do. It's a weird thing here, especially like if you're in Texas. It's weird. I think there's a saying here that like there are two things that Texans take seriously. It is college football and church. Those are the only two. Not professional, college. Something religious. But yeah, that's how I spent my Easter, was just barely paying attention to a sermon that we both did not care for, watching rom-coms, and then visiting my grandma. Which, oof. Because I had to explain, because family, well, other side of the family called my grandpa, and my grandpa just ignored them because he didn't save their phone numbers onto the home phone, so he didn't know who they were. So when I came yesterday to his house to like clean up and like do my like daily thing, it was what was it? It was my great uncle. He called me. He called the house phone and just like I just say hello, Bat residents, and he's like. Just like hello, just like hi, and it's just like I was like, oh, who's this? It's like he starts laughing like, oh, you must be Nunu, and I'm like, no one has called me that name in thousands of years. It's like, oh, great uncle, how are you? Just like, I'm fine. I haven't heard talk to you in a minute. So yeah, I gave the phone to my grandpa after catching up with him, and that's how I found out that they thought that my aunt and my mom were like holding my grandpa hostage. Just like, no, he just doesn't know how to work a phone, and his phone is older than his great grandchildren. And he's like, that makes sense. I'll tell everybody else what happened. So thankfully, after that phone call, I saved everybody's phone number, so he knows who's calling him and who's not. Service is what happens in the church during morning. Not this, well, actually, yeah, that like how we do it in America is totally weird, because like with a lot of churches, you have 2, maybe 3 services. Because I know all the churches I've seen have like 3 services: an 8 o'clock, a 9 o'clock, no, 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and then a 4 p.m. service. And 4 p.m. are only on holidays or like anniversaries. I'm just reminded on the fact that my old church, a lot of times with older churches, especially if like the pastors are getting a little bit too big for their britches, they'll have a separate donation for the church, but they'll also have a donation for the couple, like the head pastor and the first lady themselves. So if you want to like quote unquote tip the pastor and the first lady, you can do that, and they have their own service. But like, by the way, it's wild. I see. Never was too much of a religious man, honestly. Yeah, no. Yeah, donate to the priests on Patreon. They don't have a Patreon. They have something similar. And I'm just like, oh, that's fucking wild, man. Anyway. How was your guys' Easter? Before I get into it. By the way, I only see your head raise my child. Okay, so I'm using Wawodo. So how? And the thing is, I'm trying to find the sprout. There it is. There we are. I'm also trying not to block you. Rise. Oh, I lost tracking. There we go. Hello, hello, Bonley. Hello. My ether was boring. I think I'm done. Ah. I was supposed to mute that. Oh no. I lost my ladylikeness. Oh no. Oh no. It was... Not very ladylike. And the funny thing is like, I used to not care as a child. Like, I would burp so, like, out in the open that it would make my mother so mad. And I wouldn't speak proper. So, like, I would burp so loud. Or, like, just, like, start, like, rubbing my nose. And, like, I would press my nose and start rubbing it. And, like, you could hear the cartilage in my nose. It freaked a lot of people out. And so you're trying to do a pose. This is how a world has me set up right now. Easter, that's something I do to my religion, and I just don't like it. My Easter is pretty chill, playing with my cats and dogs. Hey, that's good. That keep it that. Like, Easter is a weird thing. She was so cool. She was such a rebel. So ladylike. Stop making fun of my... Oh, it's even worse. Cause like if you see all the way, like, it's me doing this. Okay. Being my... I should... Ooh. There we go. I gotta move some stuff around. So it makes sense. And I don't have to... So I don't have to keep popping in and out. And I just moved myself all the way there. Okay, there we go. Burping loudly, she's a keeper. In my case, I have sinned for apostasy? Apostasy. Apostrophe. The abandonment or rejection of one's religious faith or beliefs. Would you believe me if I say I went to Catholic school? Not only did I go to Catholic school, my mother went to Catholic school, or at least a religious institution, for almost in her entire life, except for college. And college was like a near miss because she got a scholarship for a public university. She would have gone to she would have gone up to the quote unquote all girls Catholic college that was right next door. So what were you up to when the Pope died? I was eating macaroni from a pot at my own house. That's where I was. I have timestamps to prove it. Because I considered putting baked beans in the mac and cheese. You went to Catholic school and still didn't find a GF? That's background character energy. What? I'm getting pot shots. It was hard. It was hard because I had standards. Not only did I have standards, I didn't know, like, I was actually interested in girls until senior year, and it was already too late. I believe you. I was sent to one and got exposed. I'm surprised I didn't get exposed already because I was in the midst of a all-girl lesbian harem, like, the minute I got into the school. It was wrong. It was mistaken identity. It was mistaken identity, but still. Eating macaroni from a pot, eh? Is that like a saying? Nope. Straight out of a boiler. To lie out there like that. What do you... High-end standards, what do you mean, hat? Where are the standards now? Okay, so anyway, before I get further on roasted by my own people, I thought we had camaraderie. I feel like none of you can judge me. None of you all can judge me. Because I feel like we're all in the same boat. Are we not? Move myself down a little bit. And then I'm switching. I'm just ahead now. Now I'm switching camera to be on the presentation. Okay. Yeah, I should shut the fuck more often. I have no girlfriend either. See? Okay. Let's get started before we get really sad about the lack of love lives that we all have here. Anyway, so as you can tell, my presentation is all girly, it's all bubbly. We can, but we'll do it anyway. Thank you. Corey, you're number 1 on my list. Yes, we're the same, but I can still judge you critically. God damn it. Anyway, jeez. So as you can, I could have lied, but yeah, you could have lied, but I would have saw right through you. I would have saw right through you all. Anyway. My girly, very frilly presentation, because I saw this template and I was like, oh, I must have. It's such pretty. It's such beautiful. It's such beautiful. Anyway, our YouTube sub goals and such by Mariana Fox. I gotta go back. Wait. There we go. Before I want to continue on with my presentation, I just want to say thank you all. Thank you all. Let's give ourselves an applause and pats on the back for making it this far. Because it was touch and go for a second. Everybody, give yourself a round of applause. Pat yourself on the back. Yay! By the way, YouTube, that's me clapping. That's me clapping. Yay! Reminds me of the 4chan post about having under there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking 4chan exploded. That's wild. I never thought I would hear that in my lifetime. I thought that would last. Thought that site would last longer than the dinosaurs. Did I say last longer than the dinosaurs? Last longer than all of us. I thought that 4chan would be the last to go. Outside of, I thought Tumblr would have been gone before 4chan. I guess not. 4chan has been dead for a long time. Well, I mean, like, website not functional, kind of dead. Because Tumblr's still happening. I browse on Tumblr. Tumblr's having its own renaissance. Because all the shit people went to Twitter. God, remember when lying on Tumblr used to be fun and almost would, like, land you a whole bunch of money? Pepperidge Farm remembers. The only reason why nobody hacked it before was because it was mean. Yeah, I never been on 4chan. I just know what happened. Well, I know what happens on 4chan because it just bleeds over to other websites. So... It's like the whole Instagram thing where it's like, or like the dead internet theory where it's like, oh, hit Twitter post is just something from Tumblr. And then something from Tumblr is just a screenshot from Twitter. And then Instagram is a screenshot of a Twitter post that is actually a Tumblr post screenshot. It is dead internet theory. Or now it's just screenshots of 4chan, old 4chan posts. It's fucking wild. The internet's dead. But hey, we're just taking over. It's dancing on its body now. That was a weird side chat. Yeah, 4chan was 100% dead internet as confirmed by the leaks. All I know is just it's like got hacked and emails were like leaked and it's just like, wow, okay. Anyway, before we get sidetracked on the history of 4chan and why things happen, let's continue. Let's continue. As we said, clap, give yourselves a round of applause, pat yourself on the back before we get sidetracked. Bars. Approximate bars, but bars nonetheless. Anyway, let me go back. Okay. The channel has grown very well over the past active year. Active, as I say. We are gaining more and more why can't I pronounce my own fan name? We are gaining more and more Komoris gradually, and we're currently over 200 Komoris. Currently 203 Komoris, as you see my little graphic. Oh, there. Again, pat yourselves back. Applause. Yay. Yay, 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 yay. Yeah, and that was all because of you. You engaging with the streams and posts, lurking about. All of that that's all you guys, baby. You helped this bat gain wings. Yeah. But now, you might be wondering, oh, so what are we gonna do for these sub goals? Like, just a little few like sub goals and anything like that? Well, I will show you. Bum 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 bum. Do. It didn't port over well, but can you see all of it? No, you can't see all of them. Okay. There's another way. Okay. Did that zoom out a little bit more? No, it did not. Okay. I have so many windows open. There we go. That should be good. There we go. Yay! So, these are our progress bars for subsequent sub goals and stuff like that. So we had a 200 one. We have 200 and we have crushed it. We crushed it. And the progress bars as they so continue on. 400, 600, 800, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000. I thought about putting 2,500, but I was just like, ugh. There's a special one that I want to do for 2,500 that I'm not gonna reveal yet. I'm not even gonna like tease it like how I did the other ones. I'm not gonna say because 25, that's gonna be super secret. Woo! That was fucking goofy. Anyway, boom. So the 200 sub goal, we're just gonna start off light, start off easy. It's gonna be it. You guys will dictate what I draw. We did it originally, a couple years back. That was with the Hololive girls. That was an experience. It didn't go too poorly, but it could have been improved on. So, especially with YouTube having more functions now, I have the ability to get your suggestions in real time. So, using the Q&A function, which is right above my little thingy bob right there, you guys, chat, can suggest anything for me to draw, as long as it's in guidelines. So no overly graphic detail or graphicness. Guidelines. Whatever is allowed on YouTube I will draw. If you want me to draw your favorite VTuber, I could do it. Draw. We will have guidelines. Darn it. What do you mean, darn it? What do you mean? Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. I had to clear my own throat. So, what was I saying? Got along with the guideline. And I mean what I mean. Oh, don't make me get the bonk stick. I have props now. I can do the bonk stick. Anyway. And I will have a predetermined amount of time to work on the drawing so that everyone that has suggested things can have their suggestion drawn, have it, and I have like a board that's set up and everything like that. Everyone's gonna have their name on the suggestion picture doodle. It's gonna have like your name, stuff like that. Like it's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be a vibe. And since we already reached that goal, it will be at the end of the month, which is literally next month. But we will have that chat tells me what to draw stream next week. I thought I closed OBS. My heart dropped. I just wanted to see the calendar. There we go. Yes. Yes. So it will be the 30th. I will. Oh my God. There we go. This feels very overly complicated. Have you ever seen somebody else do this kind of stream? Yes! I would not have suggested if I didn't see anyone else do it. With the Q&A function, I can collect all of them over time. So, thankfully, our chat does not get too fast. I fixed that. I accidentally closed everything out. What was I saying? That was a Chris snap. So, Q&A function collects over time. And because you guys don't get too crazy with, like, stuff, and you guys are respectful and polite to each other, it will all work out. And I got a few tricks up my sleeve, too. Don't worry, I got it. I thought about these for a minute, and all of them have had planning in the works for a while. A lot of these have been with painstaking scouting, and still don't get it though. So with So, I don't get it. So we suggest stuff and you put them in the Q&A, or you have to, no. With the Q&A function, I have a prompt. Let's say, suggest something for me to draw. Oh, no. Why is everything... Okay. Yes, okay. So, thank you, Talon, for showing that off. So, because it ends off with a question mark, I could see Talon's little... I don't know why it's not showing. I guess because Caster Labs isn't showing up. But I can see Talon's suggested, and it's just being a rat. So I see him right there, and I was like, okay, Talon wants a rat. So I have the allotted time. Boom. Talon gets a rat. Does that make sense? Is that good? Yeah, okay. I hope so, because it made a lot more sense when I was testing everything. And not only did I test everything, I feel like a gas station crack can't explain. It's like to me how planes fly. At least I'm a cracked gas. Is gas station one better than a grocery store one? I feel like they are, because gas station ones are funny. They're a lot more humorous than the grocery store ones. That's wild. They sure do, buddy. They sure do. So yeah, it's separate from the regular chat, but there will be its own list on the side that will show off what is being drawn and what has been drawn. So yeah, I planned this out. I roped in a few people to help me plan this out as well. Because I think I told the story that I had to explain to people that I'm a VTuber. So, thankfully, a lot of people are supportive, and it's like, oh, that sounds like a cool thing. So yeah, they were more than willing to help me out in this case. So that's our drawing stream that will be at the end of the month, which will most likely be the 30th, which is Wednesday. I still have to write the schedule for next week. But anyway. Next, Goalie. Where is it? Boop, boop. I forgot this is not like PowerPoint. This is slide. This is, yeah. You're stronger than me. If I was a VTuber, I would hide it as hard as I could. My coworkers would think I was a male stripper before I admit to being a VTuber. No, thankfully, I worked with a lot of people who were like interested in like a lot of Japanese like pop culture. So like it's easier to explain. I think I told the story. My coworker told another coworker that I was a VTuber. And he was like, oh my god, that's so cool! And then he subscribed to my channel before I said anything. But like my coworker was like, is that good? Is that fine if I say it? It's like, yeah, sure. It's you guys, it's fine. Like you're all both nerds. So if she's watching this sort of VOD, hi! Thank you for always being kind and nice. Hello! Anyway, I work so 400 sub goal. This another one starting off really easily. K-pop and J-pop karaoke. Of course, just karaoke of K-pop and J-pop songs, new and old. Another one that I have tested, and some of these have I actually like mixed and mastered the instrumentals so it could fit in my range, so it's a lot more comfortable for me to sing. And a lot of these songs I have practiced really hard or know the words by heart, including ad-libs. So like I have a Rolodex. I have a Rolodex, and a lot of these songs, many will be like, I know one song, and that is totally fine. So you might find out. Yes, everyone say hello. let's give a nickname. Phoebe. And say hello to Phoebe, everybody. But yeah, I don't expect you to know a lot of these songs, and that is totally fine. Like the character from Friends, yeah, because I just watched like a compilation on YouTube, like literally not even a few hours ago. So, and the funny thing is, I don't like Friends. I don't like Friends is not like my top like sitcom of the 90s. It's not even top 3. It would be The Nanny, Golden Girls, and then Family Matters. Nobody likes. No! What's the name of it? What's the name of it? Not How to Get Away with Murder. Murder, She Wrote. Murder, She Wrote. That was canceled because Friends' popularity. I still have beef. The best show ever is Father Ted, Take It From Me. I have heard of that. I heard the Europeans love a Father Ted. I have not seen anything of the ilk. But that sounds very, very, very interesting of a show. Really? Yeah, I've heard a lot of specifically Irish people say that Father Ted is really good, or like they grew up with it. I have to show it to you one day. I need to educate you sheeps. Anyway, continuing on. Wrong screen. 600 sub goal, which is Komori cookies, which is a hand cam stream of making cookies where I make chat cookies shaped like themselves. I have found a cookie cutter, which is shaped like a little blob. Now, I thought, that is oddly Komori shaped. So, I have got... By the way, this presentation is extremely girl-coded, super cute. Well, I am a girl. I am a girl. I am coded. And I am girl-coded. But thank you for thinking that. This is super cute. I like the vibes, cute. I have been struggling with my entire life of like if I want to be girly or not, because like when I grew up, it's just like, oh, you're a tomboy or you're a girly, and my family wanted me to be the little girly because I was the most feminine looking child. I was dressed to be very girly, and I looked the most like dollish out of my family. So like big old eyes, big old light colored eyes, and like light colored hair, which for my family, that's or especially the elders in my family, that was a big thing. But yeah, I was like a rebel when I was like got older, because I was like, oh, I don't want to be a girl. I don't want to be girly. So I tried to do everything that was like so masculine. I played football, I played rugby, I played soccer. I dressed in dude's clothes, like styled well enough, yes, but I still was wearing dude specific clothing. But then as I get older, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Oh, that's gonna be a fun stream. It is gonna be a fun stream. I've been practicing with the camera. Because I just got it last week. Well, this week. Whatever Saturday falls on last week of this week's schedule. Well, I think women are cutest when they're happy with themselves. Hell yeah. I feel like everyone's cuter when they're happy with themselves. Make a roulette for that day if you want to be a girly or tomboy. Put a roulette wheel. No, dartboard. It's gonna be... No, I have a dartboard that I got that's like pink and black. I could do that. Just like if I want to be tomboy, I go for black. If I want to be girly, I would be pink. Or screw everybody. Screw everybody. Screw society. Black is girly. Pink is tomboy. Mariana has such little sister energy. What the fuck is that supposed to be? Her model's so sucked. I'm not going to argue with that because despite being raised mostly as like an only child for most of my life, I have 4 older brothers. And I cannot control how smug my model is. Wait. There. Oh, I was on the wrong. That was me smiling. That was me smiling. Yes, mug bat. That is such an interesting set. Mrs. Dartboard and Nails. I have not missed yet. I am not missed yet, kind sir. I have not missed yet. Anyway, before... Anyway. Scrolling down. Ba 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 ba. Doo-doo. Go back to... There we go. I was raised as mostly a single child, even though I have 4 brothers. What happened to brothers? Oh, there's this game Stealth Lord. No. No, they're not dead. They're not dead. As of last week, they are not dead. So let me get off this toggle because it looks like I'm planning it. They're not dead yet. Last week, huh? No, okay, so I have 4 older brothers, but there is a large gap between us. So the youngest of the older brothers is 10 years older than me, and the other 3 that are triplets, they are 20. So I'm a late, what is it called? Yeah, they were sent overseas to work in the wheat fields. It does not help them when my brother's in the military. So cool, you're a late baby. I'm not even the latest baby. I have a little sister. I have a little half-sister that's 5 years younger than I am. I think. I just know she went to college some year ago. The plot thickens. Shut up. Anyway, before I get distracted on my family lore. So, 800 sub goal. I also have this planned out and it's raring in the works. It just has to be uploaded. So, original song that will be released when we hit 800 sub goal. It will have 2 versions. A vocal void version and a self version. So, is that Teto at 90% darkening? No, it is not Teto. But glad that I have used glad that the darkening effect has been good enough that you can't tell who that is. So the Vocaloid that I will be using is secret. Ooh. The sad thing is, it's like you can tell who it is. If you like know a lot about Vocaloid, you'll know who she is. The yellow one. You mean Neru? I couldn't. Teto. It's not Teto. It's not Teto. It's not Teto. But at least I know that the Vocaloid in question will not be known that well to the public. She's not the one that has the controversy. Miku? It's not Miku. It's not Miku. The funny thing is, I'm using her box art too. This is her box art silhouette. You already guessed it. I thought it was gonna take a minute. So everyone is already cut her remote. So okay, Cap. I don't know anything. Hey, Stella, hello. But anyway, before that was a cough in the making. Before my secret pick was was guessed. God damn it. They see. But yeah, 800 sub goal original song that is already in the making. It's already done. It just needs to be mastered and uploaded. That is it. But yeah, we are 25% there. Almost at 800, baby. I only know these ones because they were color-coded. Damn. I really thought I was like, oh yeah, I'll trick them. Like, they don't know about this one. They don't know about this one. They don't know about Uni right here. They don't know. Like, I'm the culture one here. Okay, never mind. I will not reveal what type of song there is up until the point we are close to it. I would say like maybe 100 when we get to 700. I'll tease it a little bit. I've been on the Vocaloid train for a while now, but who is Uni? Well, since we already guessed who Uni, it's Uni. She is a Korean voice bank, but she also has a Japanese voice bank. She's the second Korean voice bank besides CU. Now, Uni barely got any fanfare because CU was kind of controversial when she came out, because the year that she came out, her voice provider got arrested for blackmail. It was a wild time. Fun fact, the person who did the demo for CU song I Fantasy is Bang PD, or he's credited as Hitman Bang. Now that name sounds familiar for K-pop fans because that is the CEO of Big Hit Entertainment / Hype Entertainment, former. And he's the one who created BTS, or put together BTS. Not only that, when she had her debut showcase in Korea with the voice provider and her girl group, because she was part of a group named Glam, the BTS members were like, were background dancers. 5 of them, because one member was not released, or was not revealed yet, and the other one was the leader, so I don't know what he did. I don't know where he was. But yeah, Uni is a voice bank. I don't know if her voice provider was revealed yet, but she's vibing. I love her. She's adorable. Damn, she's wild like that. Yeah, now she's a streamer now. I think the voice bank is a streamer now. They haven't updated her voice bank in a minute, but Uni has gotten a massive update with her Symphy voice bank. Anyway, original song. Ba 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 ba. Woo. 1,000. That's wrong type. 1,000 sub goal, which is a Mariana Fox Redux, which is a channel cleanup and a new model that will be professionally done and will have all the Mariana charm trademark. Who knows? Something else might come out of it. Wink, Oh, I can't wink. Wink, 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 wink. Channel cleanup as in... Really? Who are the parents? They will not be revealed. I'm gonna keep it secret. Secrets. Secrets. All you have to know is I have been saving a lot. I have been saving a lot for this. So everything will be professionally done. Now, I love my model. I love my current form. However, it's a Vroid model. It's a Vroid model, and they have been loving and painstakingly crafted and well made. However, Vroid has limitations. So, yeah. Is it gonna be in 2D? Shh! I will not reveal anything. Secrets. You will not know anything. Woo! Woo! Everything has been planned out. Everything has been in the making. My brain is operating. Don't worry, Estella. My brain barely brains either. But oh, also channel cleanup. I just realized reading it now. Channel cleanup does not mean I'm deleting any videos or anything like that. No, absolutely not. I'm proud of my digital footprint for the most part. Everything will be organized. Everything will be like clean and professional. Not even a 10-hour jumping video? I did a 10-hour jumping video? When did I do that? Wait. Did I do that? Did I actually do 10 hours? I thought I did like 30 minutes. It was 30 minutes, but I lied for coming out. I was so confused because I was like, did I do that? That sounds like something I would do. That definitely sounds like something I would do. No, and the funny thing is, I remember now, I was planning on doing it, but because I did not have like the hardware to do it, I just settled for 30 minutes. But yeah, we will still have we still have all of the old videos because that shows growth. That shows passion. That shows the love of the game, and I love the game. I can't delete those. I can't. Because I love them dearly. I love them so. They are my children. Some I love more than most. But they are all my children, and I love them each. Some more than others, but I love them all the same. Yeah. Anyway, to summarize, new model, channel redux, 1,000. Anyway, next one, 150. 1,500, that's what I mean. 1,500 subs. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Who knows what this could be? Maybe you can hold it, squish it, hang it on the wall, wear it. Who knows? Ooh. 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 Who knows? We're at 14%. which is surprisingly not that far off when you think about it. Come on, what the fuck? Mario out of bathwater, get away? No! Cause I don't have a bathtub, I just have a shower. And also I don't do bathtubs because I nearly fell and I got stuck in a bathtub once. So I have an issue with bathtubs. No comment on how I did that. No comment. But I did it. I did it. Komori sucks. No, that's not it. Who knows? I'm not telling. That's sad. You know what? A bit sadder that the only limitation here is that it's dangerous for you to be in the bathtub. How did you do it? I was cleaning. That was it. I was cleaning the bathtub because it hadn't been used in a while. I was cleaning the bathtub and I was like, it's a tall bathtub. So I was reaching down and cleaning it and yeah. I hurt my back while doing it. And it took me a while to like get out. I had to call my mom to help me. Half of it was pain, other half it was just pure embarrassment. Had a friend got stuck in the bathtub after he rubbed body butter on after a bath and he was too sleepy. That's funny. That's funny right there. That's funny. That's funny. Tiny Mario. I'm not tiny. I am average. I'm average height. I'm average height for a woman. I'm average height. I'm not short. I'm not tiny at all. Bro, I thought clothes. Who knows? But the American terrorists we must assume it's something of material. Damn, you got me good. Yeah. Yeah. Before I get sad again. The sad thing is like that, like, oh yeah, merch or something. I would like love to do something like that, and then everything happened. It's like shit. Unless she thinks we can afford 200 shirts, I would never do $200 shirts. I would never understand unless it is artesian, like. Really beautiful gowns, unless it's I can't do it. I can't buy a shirt that's $200 unless it's like if it's like a collectible signed by somebody. Yeah, I could do it. Is that something you decide? Yeah. Before I get sad again. $200 is the current price of Halloween. It's $200. When was that? Oh my god. And again, if you're American, oh. This is, maybe it's like, how did I not notice it? And then I realized I am a voice pack and digital goods buyer. Voice pack, come on? Yes, please. Oh, that just asked me out as being such a nerd. Oh, God. It was like a slippery slope, too, with voice packs being like, oh, buy one. Like maybe we'll just buy one. And like, it's their anniversary, too, and it's like $7. Like, let's do that. Da, da, da. This is like skipping out on like a delivery fee, right? Like half a delivery fee. And I'm just like, yeah, I still have the wallpaper that came along with the voice pack as as my wallpaper. And I have like the voice pack, like the small bits of the voice pack as like ringtones and alarms. We already knew that, and we still support you, you big nerd. Hypocrisy! Hypocrisy! Y'all are nerds too! Hypocrisy! Hypocrisy! Anyway. Before I get sad. Next slide, please. Okay. Back to OBS. 2,000 sub goal will be a debut album, which is a single album that is currently in the works. We'll have a music video. Who knows how many tracks are in there? Who knows? Oh, you must know that it is in the works. Graphic design is already done. Tracks have been confirmed, but I won't tell you anything. Well, that's very ambitious. I would not see. My thing is that I've done a lot over my break, and a lot of it has been healing stuff, and a lot of these things that I could do that I can produce now. And also, a single album is not with a single album. Like, we know. So, of course, coming into K-pop brain, single albums are not big albums. They are very small albums. It's not like completely. It's not full album wise. It's a single album. So. I think the point was crystal clear. I hope we get the Santa Baby song in the album, but with a clear mic. I have no idea how albums work, by the way. I'm currently guesstimating what is going on. Okay. So, in K-pop terms, there are 3 types of albums. A single album, a mini album, and then a full album. Full albums tend to be the ones what we know are like 11 plus tracks. Mini albums are between 4 to 6. And then a single album, which is of course a single. But single albums can have a couple more songs on there. So it's a small album. It's a small album. But yeah, I hope you get a Rihanna feature. You will get a Rihanna feature. Amar Rihanna. Jokes. That was off the dome too. That was off the. If you sing or add a song of Teto, I am adding you on Steam and gifting you a 20 or more gift card. Who knows? I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say who I'm using. I'm not gonna say who I'm using. Nope. Anyway, and of course, single album. We will have music video. It's not gonna be like overtly done music video. It will be. It's a nice music video. Beautiful gowns. Okay, Okay, go back to Brave. And last and final one, which is our 3,000, which is our part. Well, it's the goal for like the page ads, but 3,000. Where is it? Where's OBS? The pair cover? I could just do that for the channel. It doesn't have to be a part of it. Maybe. I gotta look up the Tento pair. Outside of it, just outside of the picture. But 3,000 sub goal. Blah 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 blah. Training wheels are off. It's time for us to put everything together. Let's put all of my 3 years, almost 3 years, of VTubing, troubleshooting, and the likes together, and let's go ahead and put it all to good use to gift to you and show the world. I just realized the question thing was still on. And I just looked at the question things. And Talon, yes, you can answer twice. You can answer twice, but the top chat. You can answer twice for the chat Q&A. Yes. Ah, my nose. But anyway, yes. This is another thing that I have also prepared and also like practiced with. And honestly, like I loved it so much. I felt like a K-pop idol. I felt like I was feeling my oats. I was loving. I loved it. I loved doing it. It was such a fun thing to do. And don't laugh. I'm laughing, but don't laugh. But yeah, I was feeling myself. I was feeling my oats, figuring out camera angles and stuff. Before I say too much. Before I say too much. Woo! I'm gonna move my tracking because it's finally charged. There we go. Stay? Stay. There we go. It's staying. Okay. But yeah, this has been tested with for the longest time. I would say like back around when I did Intergalactia, however long ago that was. The longest testing ground. Yeah. Yeah. I just had the biggest brain fart. I forgot. Because it was supposed to be a Bill speech. But anyway. Yep. I'm trying to remember what I was supposed to say. Oh god. Like I don't have notes on this part. I was like, it's supposed to be straight off the dome. Her brain with Duke Nukem level of testing. Her brain went flat for a second. It just like. But yeah, you can do it. Thank you. But anyway, oh my god, work, brain, work. We're at 7%, or 7% there, which is surprisingly, when you put it to numbers, it's not that far off. But like it seems like a big number when you put it, but when you put it in perspective, it's like not that far away. Like, yeah, it's still a failing grade if it's like a graded test, But like that 7%, that's still pretty far. Better than how it was last year. Think, Mariana, think. 3,000 is a big number if you are 200. It's like big and not big at the same time. It's big in the grand scheme of it all, right? It's big in the grand scheme of it all. But like it could be here like in 3 years, it could be here in like 5 years, it could be here in like 1 year. like growth is not linear. It could be jagged, up and down, left and right. Yeah, but when you put it like, oh, 7%, that's closer than you actually think it is. If you don't know math like I do. I'm like, okay, so I'm like at like 2% the way there. 7. Okay, that's pretty big. Yeah, I guess it is big in the grand scheme of it all. Yeah, it's big in grand scheme of it all. But we're still a long ways there. Yeah. But I feel like when we get to this point, I will have so much experience and stuff under my belt. And with the like all of the other stuff, like all the other goals are training for this specific moment, right? It says right there in the little blip. So 200 Komori Mariana is not going to be the same person as 3,000 Komori Mariana. Outside of the goofiness, like, but it's feasible. It's feasible. Not like how I did like my debut stream. I was like, I want to have 500 subscribers. That was, honestly, looking back on it now, that was pretty funny. We believe in you, Mariana. We're gonna be here for the whole journey. Hell yeah, we're here for the whole fucking journey. And at 3,000 subs, like, I know what I know now, but with technology progressing and going further beyond, like, like most of the stuff will be a lot more feasible. Like with this sub goal, I know how everything will work right now. If I did it right now, I know how everything will work. I know what trackers to use. I know how to switch things off. I know how to do the player. I know how to do the AR. I know how to do that. But that's little baby brain me right now. At 3,000, I'm going to be like, oh, there's an easier solution for this. Outside of your 200 Mariana foolproof brain, gigabrain mind. So, yeah. I wish this one had hand tracking. But yeah. What? And I just left that subscribe and follow, which is from the old template. Because it was for a beauty brand. It was a beauty brand, I think. Like an eco-friendly beauty brand. I plan on staying for the long run, whether you like it or not. And I appreciate you for doing that, Corey. But yeah, that's our sub goals. If I can go back to that slide. Back, I say. There we go. Wrong something. But yeah, you would not believe the amount of notes I have for a lot of this stuff. And I would like to thank all of you guys for just being this far up to 200, because I would not have kept going if it wasn't for you guys being so supportive, and I would not have been able to get like shit up and running at all. I would have still had quiet audio. I would still have a chunky, like pixelated screen. I would still have like chat not working half the time. I still wouldn't have like figured out a lot of, I wouldn't figure out like Discord if it wasn't for you guys. Anyway, before I like end off like questions, stuff like that. But give it up for Talon, man. Give it up for Talon, because he's been, oh my god, he's been here since, very first stream. He's been doing like moderation. He's been doing tech support. He also does editing for the for like this, for like the for like the shorts. Give it up for also, like, yeah, he does a lot of shit. He doesn't want thanks at all. But yeah, check out the new video on the channel. Thank you for plugging. But yeah, he does a lot of shit. He doesn't want thanks. But yeah, I'm gonna embarrass you. So give it up for Talon, everybody. Give it up. LeBron James of tech support. You know, Michael Jordan of tech support, man. Cause oh my god. Give it up for everybody too. Corey, Ronwee, Estella, Cupcake, Conjure. Like, you guys have been there too. Especially pointing out stupid shit that I would not have noticed. That was LeBron. Hold on, wait. that just took out the wind out of my sails, Corey. What the basketball man. Oh god. Oh yeah, this probably is like the most American I feel. Who's LeBron James? Who's LeBron James? But to be fair, I also don't know much about basketball outside of the Californian teams and Texan teams. All I know is, who do I know? Kobe, Shaq. Big black and very memeable. No, because I know Lynn. Wait, yeah, but I feel like that's a lot of them. I feel like, well, never mind. I just realized a lot of them are memeable in America. I don't know who's memeable outside of America. Yeah, who do I know? Oh my god, I don't know anybody in the NBA. Oh my god, Luca, what's his name? Luca. Wait, what's his name? No, Luca. Don't. Pronunciation. Let's go check out. I give up. Feel we sidetracked. Oh yeah, we did. We did get sidetracked. We get sidetracked. Hey, what was I saying? Yeah, give it up for you guys, because I would not have figured out anything at all of being a VTuber if it wasn't for you guys at all. Now, It was it was touch and go for a second. It was touch and go for a second. Especially with my myriad of hiatuses. And the fact, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. It's too early in the morning for me to cry. But the fact that you guys have stayed with me for all of this. Nope. Nope. I'm not gonna cry. Nope. I'm keeping myself calm, poised, and demure. But it wasn't for you guys supporting me through my myriad of personal issues and like family stuff and health. Because I definitely have not been the most consistent person at all. Absolutely not. But it's the fact that you guys have stayed till the very end with me. I appreciate that so much. More than I could even say. Like, even put into words. And more than you guys probably ever, like, feasibly know. Like, I appreciate you guys so much. And you guys... No, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. You scaredy bat. Or scaredy bat can't be this cute. We know you appreciate us. Now stop before you cry. Yeah. Anyway, I just have dry eye. That's it. I just have dry, watery eye. That's it. Tell us when you're doing that Teto Pair song cover. Oh, the minute I get off the stream, I'm gonna be working on it. The minute I get off stream, I will be working on it. And not only that, I have a few other covers. I just have to master them or mix them. That's the word, mixing. Just have to mix them, which I'm getting better at because I know how mixing works now. Not only that, I have an actual DAW system that I can actually use. And I don't have to stick solely to BandLab anymore. There are two I found. I'm sending you the best one. Okay. Watch out for Pair Teto cover coming out real soon. Put this up. Anyway, switching screens. Papa. Oh, why am I all the way over here? Wait. Where am I? Okay. There it is. I'm all up on chat. Pass me your stream friend code so I can send you those 20. I have no idea. I'll figure it out. I'll see if I can figure that out later. Because I don't know. I know where a friend code is. I know where a friend code is. I had to think about that for a second. Wait. Now I'm getting sidetracked again. But I want to see if something still works. I don't know if you can transfer money on Steam. Does that? Making sure it works. Anything? No. Okay. Well. One day I will literally write down all the list of things on Worldo. If I'm using Worldo that day, I'll have the list of things that you can do. And I also figured out a cooldown system, so you can't spam it. But yeah, most of the time I'm not using... If I'm playing, like, Fallout, I'm not... Okay, so the... Wait. You were gonna get me with the water thing. Now I have to look up what was... It's kind of weird, but you can send gift card. Oh, okay. You can't get me with the water thing. Haha. At the very least, I know we're not region locked anymore. Ah, okay. Region locking is so weird. Like, let everybody play games, man. Let everybody talk to each other, man. Oh, there it is. Does not tell me what did I set the words to. Oh, yes, ignore casing. That's what it was. Ah! Now. Come on. Ew. Oh, there it is. It took a minute, but it was an egg. Egg. Now. Well, consider a game that is $50, cost me 10, might be a good reason to lock us to avoid a black market. Oh. Yeah, that might do it. That might do it. But anyway. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the Q&A thingy. Did it do it? Yes. Okay. It just does random stickers. I have to load and design channel specific stickers to throw. Looks and didn't meet throwing. You can't. It didn't work, did it? Okay, so I'm safe. Whew. Also, you should have named something. Named the command be named something better, like yeet. Let's see if I can actually do that right now, actually. Okay. Nail silly. No, wait, I just realized I used to... Okay, it's not on. It's not on. Nope. But in my... It's not on this scene itself, but the test scene has like a whole bunch of features that I have not implemented into the main one. which includes a lot of texture editing and ragdoll physics. I just haven't had the time to like show it off because we've been playing Fallout, and Fallout does not like Worldo or any other program being put on the same time as it because it takes up all the attention. I did it twice. I tried to run Worldo twice on while Fallout was going on, and it just bricked my entire computer. To be fair, that was also possibly on the old PC. I don't know if it was. But yeah, I was like, nope, I'm too scary. Nope, I don't want this computer to explode. I had that happen to my dad, and I don't want that to happen to me. And my dad survives out of sheer audacity. Yeah, New Vegas is grumpy like that. Yeah. That's New Vegas. Yeah. I thought so too, because I'm like I can do other things while Worldo is happening, but why can't I do it with this one? New Vegas is like, give me attention. Give me your love. Give it to me now. New Vegas was built on the top of a graveyard with only malice and hatred. That's a very that's Vegas, baby. But hey, at least we have it working like right now. Cause oh my god, like again, thanks to you guys, because like my god, like that shit wouldn't have worked at all if it wasn't for y'all's help. Decide on who to side with. I have slept on it. Now, I learned my lesson from Benny, right? Either way, he's gone now. He's gone. I learned my lesson with Benny. I trust no one. But the women have not... the women have not betrayed me, I don't think. Oh, no. Well, I wasn't interested in Jenny May. Fucking May. All my people hate Jenny May. Anyway, did you wake up from it? Wake up from my my naivete? Yes. I realize I'm too trusting in video games. I'm too trusting. So I'm just gonna take over. It's mine. it's all mine. I don't trust anyone. Her emo era is coming. Cause tonight oh, that actually got me. Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind. The funny thing is, I was like emo light in high school. No, like bordering on middle and high school. Well, before I went to the private school, I was in a 6th through 12, 6th grade to 12th grade. Well, that's how you know it's kind of shady, that their whole model was like, oh yeah, we'll start off at 6 through 10 and we'll add years as it goes along. But yeah, I was like, oh, My Chemical Romance. This was when I was bad. Oh my god. Oh, I was an emo kid in band. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm having flashbacks. Oh, yeah. Oof. Oh, you should look for the enclave if you want to take over. I think I saw something in my quest thing for the enclave. Yeah, she will in some mission list. Okay, so if I want to take over the world, I just gotta go to the enclave. Okay. Because I used to be like, I'm not, I want everyone to have free will and everything like that. Duh. No. And I feel like this is where my hubris and villain era come in. I trust no one with their free will. I trust no one. Therefore, hitherto, no one gets free will. Therefore, I will control everything so everything will be at peace. Because true freedom does not exist. True freedom is hypocrisy. True freedom does not, like, absolve, like, rules and regulations, because that's not true freedom. Freedom is doing whatever you wish and desire. No. Real life freedom that everyone could flourish over has rules, regulations, but compassion, right? I don't know why I'm getting philosophical with it. Now her words make sense. Evil Mariana be like, I didn't fall down, we're up the stairs today. I have not fallen down the stairs at all in the past, I have to count it, 6 months? Same as idiots in Corpo, the choices they laid are bare best. Yes. That's why I trust no one. I don't trust the Legion. Cause they act like their own type of justice is true justice. They don't like debauchery, yet they will commit debauchery themselves. The NCR, what NCP, NRP, whatever they're called, like their mission is there, but they are lacking, illiterate, incapable of actually going through the Mojave and actually doing anything. Do I trust big corporations to run shit? No. Especially a dude that's probably a brain in a jar in a bunker somewhere. NCR. Okay. Okay. Because I was thinking MCR, like My Chemical Romance. There we go. That was a crisp snap. I'm so happy that I finally learned how to snap, because like it's really adding to like my life in a better way. Take a quick stretch, but get from water. Fuck off, me. You're right, but But anyway, I trust no one. I want my good people in Prim. I want my good people in Good Springs. I want my good people in Novak to be safe, to be protected. Now, they are all hindering that. So, I feel like I have a better understanding of what the people need. So I shall distribute to those who are in need and catastrophise. What the fuck? I need take out the ones who have been abusing the system. Also, he's not a brain in the jar. He's still complete. You just need to find him, Mr. House. I mean. Okay. Okay, so he's not a brain in a jar. The monk dude, young monk. But he is still in the way. I don't trust him. However, he does give me money. I have gained $5,000, $6,000 or caps, whatever the fuck. Like working with him, especially with these fucking snow globes, and I don't have to go back. I just pick it up and like, boop, okay, 2,000 caps transferred to your account. Hell yeah, baby. Fuck yeah. I just realized I have not looked for the bottle caps. I was like, I'm just thinking like, why did I forget that so much? Because it was, I found it off a dead body in a prison cell that was surrounded by mantises that I was freaked out by. I am no longer freaked out by the mantises. Now, scorpions, still scared of them. I don't like them. Mole rats, ew, absolutely not. Now, mantises can catch lead. Well, all of them can catch lead, but they, like, wait. Come on. Okay, with a quickness. I am not scared anymore, for the most part. By the way, you should deal with the powder gangers. They are in the NCR correctional. I need all the power, all the gunpowder and like shit that I can grab, because I need to like I nearly died. Or did I die? Did I die over there? Did I die at the correctional facility? I don't remember, but I was close to it. I thought Boone was dead. He's so snappy today. Yeah, I can only snap with the one hand though. And that's not even... dealing with the power gangers is not necessary to the end of the game. Oh, okay. But, well, if I go to the end of the game and take over the world, then I could just take them out, right? I could just take them out. And just steal other stuff. Right? I could just take their stuff. I could just loot. She's currently in Utah fighting for her life. I'm not fighting for my well, yeah. I'm it's not gonna be anybody like of the tribes that are gonna get me. It's going to be the terrain. Cause I'm like, oh my god, I can't, what the fuck, where am I? Cause I think we're at, based off my dome, we're like here. I finally got the Paratetto thing. I was so scared. It's like, ah. But no, it's just Paratetto. We'll find out tomorrow. Yeah, we will. Mariana, Utah Adventures. The funniest thing that this is the closest I've ever been to Utah. I have never been to Utah in my real life. I have only been to... It's song cover. I will. What states I've been to? I have been to California. No shit, because I'm born. Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. Years ago, almost a decade ago. And not even Miami. It was Destin. Maryland. And that's not a state, but Washington, D.C. Those are the only states I've been to. I can't think of anything else. Mississippi, Alabama, California, Texas, Georgia, Florida. Has anybody used the Mississippi pickup line on you? No, wait. Has anybody used it? I have to go back into Rolodex. Yes, they have, and I did not know it was a pickup line. So I was just going, huh? Wait. Oh, okay. And the funny thing is like, it was one of my cousin's friends, and my cousin and I are almost 10 years apart. And the cousin's friend did not know I was that young at the time, because I was tall for my age when I was younger. Like in elementary school, I was already adult woman. I was already like the adult woman height. I was already average height, but yeah, but like in elementary school, I was tall. Like I was 5'4", 5'4", 5'5" already. So it was like, oh, okay. And I wasn't even the tallest kid. There was a kid that was already 6 foot in the elementary school. But the line was, "Hey girl, are you American State? Because you're the only miss who I want." Oh, I want to be someone. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Somebody did that, and I was like, huh? Wait, I'm from California. Because I forgot Mississippi was a state. And I was in Mississippi. To be fair, I was an elementary school 12-year-old and they were 17. Did not know I was 12. Well, claims they didn't know I was 12. Because I was tall for my height. Or tall for my age. Because there's no way a elementary schooler should be 5'5". It's like, I don't know where you're from, but yeah. And like, of course you got the comments of like, oh, are you in basketball then? Because of course tall people have to be basketball. It's like, no, I don't play basketball. There's no money in basketball for me. And also I suck at basketball. We were not given the basketball genes. My dad hoarded it all to himself. Because he was, okay, in the military. Specifically in, well, any branch, but like I'll specifically go with Army and Marines. You can play other countries in basketball, and you can have your own national team. So my dad was a part of the not national team, but like each base has their own team. So like you would go. It was like a bracket of some kind, and like when you're in another country, the other brackets in that country would play against you. And apparently, this was back in the 80s, so there's barely any records of it, if not at all. Apparently, my dad's team was doing well enough that they were like, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop doing this. Y'all need to stop playing this well because, like, you're making the other teams upset. And my dad basically was like, skill issue. And they punished him because like, we told you to go easy. Like, okay, we're cutting like your like military allowance or like something like that. Like the little allowance that they get for like the snack store. But my dad already had it in with people, so he got more snacks because of it. And I want to say this was during the time when like Jordan and Shaq were like at their peak height career, and my dad always trying to press somebody was like, I'm gonna study Shaq, I'm gonna study Kobe. Not Kobe. Kobe wasn't out yet. That was the 90s, I think. I'm gonna study. Well, Shaq was also 90s. Who was in it? Who was in the basketball in the 80s? I know Jordan, at least in the late 80s. God, I'm forgetting everything on basketball history. My dad would be so upset with me. My dad would be so upset. I think I told my dad, like I do VTubing, and first of all, he knows what VTubers are. Surprisingly enough, I did not have to explain VTubing at all to him, but he was like, if you're gonna do that, you know how, because like he was like, you know how like they talk about their parents sometimes, like being like cool and like telling stories. I was like, yeah. It's like, make sure they know I'm cool. I'm like Dad, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, you don't have to lie. Just tell them the cool stories about me. So I was like, I'll tell the cool stories as long as I get to tell the truth about you being forgetful. And he's like, fair. So yeah, I think it was like this. What was it? It was a story about my grandma and how she nearly murked a man off the face of the earth. And my dad, in her honor, because she's already dead, in her honor, was like, make sure to tell him about her burying the dog, because that's cool. I was like, Dad. Like, I can't. So I did anyway, just like, yeah. And his also his other request was like, make sure they know that your mom is like the pinnacle of like a good Christian woman. Cause it's funny. Cause my dad is not a religious man at all. He's confirmed in the church. He's Catholic by quote unquote tradition, but he does nothing outside of like religious ceremonies. Like I didn't know he was Catholic until I saw his dog tags. And also he's been in the military for so long. In the military, like nowadays it's actually like correct, like politically correct terms, but not when my dad was in it. So yeah, like thankfully it's not like a bad word, but like he's not like like American on his dog tags. Well, he like it's like U.S. citizen mulatto, which is just what any type of thing, like if they can't like pinpoint you to one specific thing, they'll just call you mulatto and then move on. So like you can be anything, be mulatto. My brother also has that as well, I think, but that was like in the beginning and they changed it real quick. So he has two versions of dog tags. I didn't realize how many dog tags had that phrase on it. I was just like, that's wild. Like it takes more time to print out mulatto than like mixed, right? And my dad was like, they don't change nothing. Some of these things have been with me since I started, and they were old then. Oh, he's gonna hate me if I mention this story, but I tell you about the story about him eating, accidentally eating snails and worms in his spaghetti when he was stationed out in Germany. Not Germany. It was France. I think France. Yeah. You didn't. Oh, okay. Long story short, they were doing a drill of some kind and they were doing it at night. So basically, somebody packed like spaghetti as rations and my dad had his container open for the longest time and he didn't realize what had crawled into the tin. So he was eating it up and it was like, like this is actually pretty good. Like the meat in here is like really good and stuff like that. And the cook who was training with them, they was like, I put nothing in there. It is just pasta and tomato juice, tomato sauce. What did you put in there? And like my dad was like, what do you mean? He's like, Bat, what the fuck did you put in the fucking spaghetti? And like everyone turns to my dad and is like, huh? And like my dad was like, looks down and it's like snails and worms that are already like crawling in because like they were in the thick of it. And like I don't know why my dad just opened it and left it there. He still has that habit. He still has that habit. And we all joke into like I'm surprised that the snails and the worms didn't set you straight 40 years ago. He was like, it was not that long ago, and it was not that bad. It actually tasted pretty good. Okay, Dad. Which is funny, because he'll say, like, that's the best thing ever, and like, okay, would you eat that again? Like, I could eat that again as long as they were cooked now. And I'm like, okay, but what food do you not like? Green olives. They're gross. French coated. Yeah. But we are not French, not that I know of. I really have to talk to my dad about the genealogy because like I haven't done the 23andMe, but not only has my dad and uncle done it, they also like have a full not directory, but a full family tree of everyone from like to the 1600s, and like it was painstaking. That's 1600s. Yeah, like some of them they had to like ask for historians for around the area, but like around 1600s, 1700s, around there. We don't know how. And it's like very distant off, so it's not the whole family, but it's at least the some that like came over here to this side of the continent. That just tells me that the MRE were that bad. Yeah, yeah, they were bad. they were apparently like really bad, and they have not changed. At least with his base, they did not change like the formula at all. Because my dad, of course, being military family, we would get shit from the military like for free, and one of them was rations, like in case like an emergency happened. And I guess we didn't do grocery shopping because we were too lazy, and my mom broke into one of the rations, and she she had like the spaghetti. The spaghetti, and it was like some type of like, it was technically toast, but it wasn't toast, and like a chocolate chip cookie. And she was like, "Oh, this is disgusting." The only saving grace was the chocolate chip cookie, and it was like bland as hell. And apparently they weren't chocolate, they were something else. I think they were carob or something, I don't know. But they weren't like traditional chocolate. There's a channel on YouTube that eats MRE from different militaries. It's a great channel to watch. Yeah, I've seen that channel, and like, because my dad would link it off, and he would like rant about like I wish we would have gotten this stuff in the military. Like, this looks so good. Da-da! I'm like, Dad, why don't you talk to the child that actually went into the military? And like, my dad was like, I'm not doing that. He's stupid. You will have this dude in his 50s eating 5-year-old bread and talk about it like it's beautiful women he met in the lake in his dream. To be fair, like any piece of bread for a veteran, especially reminiscing back in the day, will literally be like, this is the best fucking bread I ever had in my life. It's better than fucking canteen food. But because of the military, my dad's sense of smell has like nearly diminished, because he was a sergeant for the latter half of his career, and he had to train cadets. Now, with boys, especially boys coming from high school, no offense, but when you get to a certain point, some of y'all be stinky. Some of y'all don't know how to bathe. To be fair, these are the American dudes that have this issue. The ones that come from other countries apparently don't have that bad of an issue. My dad actually likes training non-American cadets because they actually know how to clean themselves. The American cadets, it was like, oh, that's disgusting, Dad. Why? Because he had to like force these guys to like shower and like use soap. I was like, Dad, that's gross. Like, what made you like actually like stick with it? And my dad was like your brothers were the same fucking way. It was a madhouse trying to get these little bastards to like shampoo and condition and like clean themselves with soap. They would just rinse themselves off with water. And I'm like, dang, I'm glad I didn't live with a boy for most of my life. Oh, they're nasty. Yeah, nasty. Nasty. My dad said it was better when they were doing like the training in the mud, because at least dirt has a pleasant smell. He especially liked it when it was raining, because it was just like, okay, at least I will get some of the stink off. I was like, ew, Dad. He was like, I can attest, every single sergeant has to have this type of problem in their entire life. Cadets stink. And they'll think it's like a badge of honor too. And it's like, Dad, stop talking about the stink. Stop talking about their stinkiness. We're eating. And he will always tell these stories in the middle of eating, by the way. Oh, okay, I popped your shoulder. Okay. 11 o'clock. Everything okay in the rest front. Well, give me a second. I gotta check on my grandpa. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just stretching. Are you slowly dismembering? No! I'm just cracking my back and my shoulders. Because I have to do it every so often. I'm checking the camera right now in his apartment. He is fine. He is literally eating. He's literally eating like a big old tin of cornbread just at the counter. I want to spook him, but I'm like, I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna do that to him. Nothing beats telling something wrong when you're eating even in the country. Ah! Oh. She's reaching for the heavens. But yeah. When are we getting Grandpa Cam in the bottom of the screen? Joking. That would be funny if Grandpa could do it, but then again, I don't think any of you guys could understand him. Cause my grandpa is from like the outskirts of the country. Like he was deep in the country. He is a part of the country where after a while, the town no longer exists and everyone died off. That's what happened. like my grandpa is very country, and like, cause he's 85. Yeah, 85, 84 or 85. He just had his birthday, but he said he stopped counting. But he's at a point where like he like reboots. Like if you think I'm bad, he reboots every so often. He's like baby girl, like it's that continuous loop. And then it's like a lot of southern sayings that you have to translate, and I was not given that ability to translate like country. So like I will have to say, Papa, what? What are you talking about? What is that? It's like, oh, you don't know. You uneducated. So yeah, y'all will never understand my grandpa at all. My grandma is like more, well, she's from the city, but she's a lot more understandable. But like, because of the dementia, she'll go on tangents upon tangents upon tangents. And that would be wild, because like if you're streaming and like she'll like, if she's walking around, like she'll of course say something, because she has to know what you're doing. She has to know. She has to know. She'll like literally look at the screen. It's like, what's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? And you have to keep repeating stuff to her. Back in the days of old, your grandpa would be studied by scholars. Yeah. Actually, he used to be. Because we used to live near a university. Or like a university research thing. Near is in air quotes, because we were not that near it. It was the closest university to us, and that was some drives away. But there was a history thing, and it was during like the 1960s, and they put out like a Facebook of like, if anyone wants to talk about like their experience during this moment of time, like please come in and like talk about it. And my grandpa went in and talked about it. And apparently, he said a lot of things that they were not studying. And my grandpa is not a trusting dude at all because of his past back then. And one of the main reasons why he will he will not go back to the countryside. Absolutely not. Like, he has said, like, I don't want to be buried there even. And that's a big thing for them. Like, you, like, saying that you don't want to be buried in your home soil is like, oh yeah, you did not like this area. You did not like being here. But yeah, he spooked those university students. I was like, what did you tell them? It's like, the same things I tell you. And I'm like, Papa, that's nothing. It's like, it's fine. You'll figure it out when you're older. I'm older now, and I still don't understand what he told those kids that scared them off that badly. But yeah, my grandpa loves telling stories a lot. And that was the only way that my dad and my grandpa could bond, because my grandparents did not like my dad at all. He casted a spell. Shadow wizard gay. But yeah, no, my grandpa especially did not like my dad because my mom was like the good studious Christian girl. And my dad was the opposite of that. What do you tell them? I don't know, but from what I can like glean, like from like thinking of like, oh, the American education system and like the little stuff that I know of his background, not pleasant stuff. Like footnotes, like, are only taught in history. He gave them a specific story, and that was his near brush of death. But I think, like, because he would tell, in between the southernness, he would tell, like, stories about him having to be, like, moving around, like, throughout the countryside, like, not going to certain places, because if he goes to a certain place, like, he's marked for death. So, yeah. Like, he likes to joke about it now. Like, as a kid, it was very worrying. But yeah, I think that made my dad and my grandpa bond because they were both in that sort of scenario when they were younger. So like my grandpa warmed up to my dad. My grandma always hated my dad. She still hates him to this day. And I think it's because, like, take a quick stretch and get a bit of water. We'll do that because I've been yapping for 2 hours. I mean, stretch. But yeah, my grandpa was like, my grandpa was a man of few words, and he had, well, I didn't notice it because I was too young when he was like in his prime, but apparently he was scary. To the point where my dad was scared of him. And he still kind of is, despite my dad, despite my grandpa being near blind, legally blind, and with a walker that can't balance. But we had to take away his pew-pews because because he kept carrying them everywhere he would go. And of course he didn't have a license, because back then you don't have licenses. So we would have to take away all 4 of the myriad of weapons that he would have. And he would ask about them periodically. He asked me yesterday, like, oh, where they at? And I was like, they're in a safe place that you can't get to. And we're still finding stuff around. We found ammo, literally, like, last week? Because he hit him in the socks. But it's okay. He has his brass knuckle. Not knuckles, knuckle. That my grandma's dad forged for him. I don't know why. Apparently my great grandpa was like a weapons nut. And just had a whole bunch of shit. And that's what my grandpa and my dad bonded over. Hunting, weapons, and me. That was it. Cause I was a spoiled kid. Like I would have this sounds so American, but I would have to have my it depended on what point of school I was in. If it was elementary school, it was El Pollo Loco. I would have to have my 2 quesadillas and 2 churros every single day. And then for middle school, it was Subway. At least that was healthy. And I still remember my order. It was ham, lettuce, and mayonnaise with a little bit of salt and pepper on a flatbread with chips, Cheetos, and a Coke. That would be my order every day if my grandparents picked me up. And my grandpa had like money set aside because we would recycle bottles, and he would set aside that for like money for like my outings, quote unquote. And then in high school, for the first part of high school, it was McDonald's. Every single day, McDonald's. two McChicken sandwiches, fries, and a strawberry smoothie. Back when that was less than $12. Grandpa with the big iron. Yeah, Grandpa was big iron. American diet. That was why. Looking back, I'm like, another point of my time, it was Carl's Jr., which is another American brand. Big Burger. That was barbecue bacon cheeseburger with curly fries and a Sprite. I don't know how I did not develop diabetes at all, because I've been on the pinnacle of like healthiness up until like college, surprisingly. Well, until college, I was still healthy, but I was bulking up. I wasn't skinny like how I was in like school, like primary school. I was bulking up. I wanted to be like JoJo character. I did not watch the show. I just love the aesthetic. Damn, you're making me hungry. Well, for me, you two must get burger. Good burger. With fries or onion rings and a shake. And are you like a JoJo character now? Kinda. I don't have like the most defined like physical features anymore. I don't have like the defined abs anymore. Oh, I used to have washboard abs. Oh my god. That's another thing. It's like start doing push-ups. That was my goal. I've been following Megan Thee Stallion's like workout because like that's nice. That's a nice body. That's a nice body. Just the brain. Ooh. My neurons are firing just like whoa. Oh. No, I did not watch anything of Coachella outside of XG's performances, but I was watching Megan Thee Stallion's clips and with her and Victoria Monet. God, those neurons firing. Don't start barking thinking about it now. I'm not a barker. I'm just like that one meme of like the little gremlin just like like that. But I appreciate a very thick, voluptuous woman. She's a yipper. Yip. The beating allegations are my. Oh yeah. But if you've seen Megan Thee Stallion's workouts, oh my god, it's like it's incredibly fucking hard. It's incredibly fucking hard, and the funniest thing is that a lot of people think that she can't twerk anymore, or like she lost her butt because she's like doing like the liposuction. No, she's losing the ability to twerk because she no longer has things to like jiggle about. It's just firm. It's muscle now. It's just muscle. It still goes, but it's just muscle. Let me bring myself back for a second. I must mention now that I love Megan Thee Stallion. Clipping that. Yeah, I haven't, not on that level. Wow, okay. I lost myself for a second. I lost myself in the sauce. I lost myself for a moment in time. Whew. Yeah. I'm so mad her set was cut. Went over time, my ass. The fucking headliner was Post Malone. Shit. She had Steve coming from Paris. Ugh. Yeah, that was a great performance. Great setting. Great AR. Great energy. I will never go to Coachella because it's stupid. Like, you would have to. No, you want to know the funny thing is, I was going to consider it because in 2020 or 2019, the Coachella setup or the lineup for Coachella that year officially was Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku was apparently supposed to be at Coachella. Wild. Why? None of you influencers would understand or appreciate Miku being there at all. None of them. None of them. Miku's too good for Coachella. Exactly. And Coachella's too hot. I think it's too hot for like to be doing any of this in the desert. Ew. And you have to camp? No. Why? Why would I do that? Why would I camp around influencers? I'm from California. No one hates influencers more than homeborn Californians. Absolutely. Ugh. Keep in mind, a lot of the influencers you see, like, despite them being like LA, like, I'm in LA, da da da, a lot of them are not from LA originally. Hell, not even from California. If they are, they're from the Bay Area. Bay Area has its people. Bay Area is not known for a good rep. Coachella is an experiment by the government to see how far teens would go for $50 weed. Yeah. Yeah, it is just stupid. I'm like, why? Like, you would have to pay me good money to be over there. Not only that, here's the thing. With Coachella, it used to be like, okay, if you're gonna be at Coachella, at least dress good. At least dress cunty. At least dress, like, fashionable. This year? Why is everyone looking like shit? Oh, why? Peter, the influencers at Coachella. Fuck, that was bad. Peter, the influencers at... I never heard her say anything modern. Peter, the people at Coachella, and they're playing, and they're playing Fortnite. Burning Man is also like this. I have never heard anything good about Burning Man outside of the whole, we were crazy once. I fell in love with my husband, or I fell in love with my wife there, and but we will never go there again. That's the only context I've ever heard of it. Also, people getting really, really sick and really, really hurt. Well, why Americans like awful concerts in the middle of the deserts? Do they know they can get drunk in cities too? They do. It's just traffic and also parking, because they will pay for you have to pay 40, 50. I think I've seen $60 for parking, which is fucking wild. Because people will literally, like, businesses will literally come out there and have signs out saying like, oh, parking for this event here for like $60, because they know you can't find parking there. Peter, don't turn me into a marketable plushie. I can't do the voice anymore. I can't do it. Non-walkable cities be like that, Lamau. Yeah, like, the best thing I could say for anyone going to a concert in America, in the city, Uber. That is your best friend. You Uber to the place. And you don't Uber straight there. Oh, that was a crisp snap. You don't Uber straight there. You Uber to an adjacent or nearby establishment, so you can, like, recuperate in the place and then go. And go there early enough. Especially if you know your fandom or whatever your group or whatever thing you're trying to see. If you know your people, you go as early as you can. Oh yeah, let me Uber to Coachella. You can. It's like a shit ton of money. But yeah, people just park outside of Coachella and just like sleep out there. I only know cities because I would never go out in the desert and do anything. Absolutely not. You will catch me dead doing something like that. But yeah, I just know from experience with cities. Oh, try to get like let's say like a K-pop concert or something like that. You camp out, especially with like depending on like the group size, popularity. You go day before and camp out. At best, I have seen armies, BTS fans camp out like few days. I think somebody said a week for like their LA concert. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Thankfully, as somebody who is native, because a lot of concerts will be in California, specifically Southern California. Thankfully, I have networked myself enough to be like, hey, I need to be over at this stadium. So, can I stay with you and like walk over there? And they're like, yeah, of course. Hell yeah. Because I did that. Now I'm gonna go into a rant. I did that when before the pandemic. Well, like it was like the pandemic, like on the cusp of the pandemic, before they like canceled everything. Right before they canceled everything, I got their what was it? Permission to dance. Their permission to dance concert tickets, and I got them at a reasonable fucking price. And I knew somebody who lived close enough to the SoFi Stadium that I could just walk. Canceled everything. I'm so mad. Oh shit! God, I was so mad. I was so mad. I can't say that word. Everything just flowed back at once. I was like, yeah, the panorama. All of the anger, just like all the anger and sadness just flowing out of me just happened, and I was like, oh my god. Ooh, let me center myself. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But it is okay. It is okay. Because when they come back in less than 60 days, and given like 6 months to a year for them to like recuperate and go like rest and do their own things, concerts are gonna be next year. So I know what the fuck to do. I will fight. Oh, that okay. I am still here just to suffer. Yay! The funny thing, I think that took the wind out of me. That just like, oh. That just, wow. I had, dropped my tracking and I sat myself with my stylus 10 minus HP. Yeah. Oh. Breathe. Yeah. I think that's the first time I ever said that story out loud, outside of my head, and then all the memories just flowed out, all the word vomit. Have you been watching the horse races? I have. Okay. They're making Yuri out of the horses. I know you would like. I know they're making Yuri of it. Because I've been bookmarking them. I've been bookmarking people's progress. I've been bookmarking the drama. Because I just want it to like be a part. Like wow. What? Because there's one horse that everyone gets mad at. Was it Orange that keeps winning? So, cause like, I remember one I saw specifically of like the one where like the horse, I think it's Orange, stays completely still. Now I need to see if I bookmark it. But she stays completely still. And she's like, oh, I can't move. Oh, that was just ass. I did not bookmark it. But it was she's like, I cannot move. I can't move. If I move, they'll hate me. If I don't move, they'll hate me. What can I do? She's like, the angst. This is what the internet should be. The internet should be making jijinkas of, like, inanimate objects and having drama out with them. It's amazing. That's what the internet should be. She went for the neck, but managed to stop for it. Fucking course knows. Or she had jovial merriment. People are discovering the horse girl anime because of it. Oh shit, yeah. They surprised they have really good animation for that. Well, because it's really popular, but still. Good ass animation. I'm not surprised like how I was surprised Keijo has really good animation for the most part, but like, wow. Sorry, I'm lost. What were we talking about again? Twitter post about horses racing. Can somebody leak it off? Because I'm losing it, shit. Oh yeah, it's what. Oh yeah, check the general this channel. Because oh my god, so much Renaissance paintings. They're making Renaissance artwork out of this. Yep, this is the internet. I love the internet so much. I love the internet so much. It could be a good place of memery and fuckery, but like, yeah, let's keep it that way. Let's keep Let's make the internet memeable again. Actually memeable. I saw a comic about Cyan and it made me sad. Oh no, not Cyan! We're really getting attached to like poorly drawn horses. Trying to race each other on like MSA. What the fuck is it? MSA? MS Paint background of them trying to grab a carrot. Well, if you excuse me, I will be enjoying my horse races. GL fanfiction. Wait. When in doubt, check fanfiction.net. Not fanfiction, AO3, that's what it's called. Not doing fanfiction.net, that's horrifying. Horse races. Check Discord, okay. I'll check it in a second. There's no way AO3 does not have it. AO3 has everything. And I'm in a new browser, so you can't see what I've been searching. Yeah, there's nothing. See, back. Where's OBS? There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing for it. Wow. That makes me sad. Why is there none? There's more fanfiction on Raid Shadow Legends than anything else. Like, there's nothing. And this is AO3 of all places. They even if I typed it in wrong. I'm disappointed. Oh, I don't like that. I just saw the comic. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. Cyan's been my baby girl since day one. I'm so sadness. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I try to cheer myself up. Why can't anything be happy? There's an even sadder one. Why does anyone not like happiness? And I say that as a hypocrite because I love fanfiction that's like angsty. I'm sad. I remember this one fanfiction that I used to read. It's no longer on the internet at all. But I remember it so clearly. I was 15. I was 15 in high school when this came out. It was a BTS fanfiction, but it wasn't shipping or anything like that. It was time to put your riding pants and be the first Mariana. Hell, wait, can we? That is a good. Oh wait, I forgot. I'm right here. That is a good idea for a stream idea. Writing fan fiction for OPS. Make it happen. I have enough know-all of this series to like do it. And also it's like pretty bare bones, so like you could do whatever you want with it. But my BTS fanfiction was a 20 oh, yeah, I think it was like Avengers Endgame type. When did Endgame come out? I could just look up here. Avengers Endgame 2019. Really? When did it Infinity War? I'm actually gonna look. When was it? Oh wait, no, it wasn't Endgame. It was Infinity War, I guess. I don't fucking remember. We need the Neko Sugar Girls in there too. Wait, how many fanfics? Now I gotta go back. How many fanfictions are there for Neko? Neko. What was the name of this series? Neko Sugar Girls. Okay. Because I thought it had like an insurgence. Because I remember it being my entire Instagram. Yeah, there are 94. There's a Nyanya, an Echo Sugar Girls affected zombie AU. Oh my god. Oh my god. That combines everything that I love in fanfiction. We read one of those. Oh, we did? Oh wait. Yeah, we did. We did. Because it was like, where is it? Yes, continue. Shut up. Yeah, it was this one. It was this one. Because I remember, what was it? Oh, I didn't go through AO3 itself. I went through the wiki because it was linked off by the fucking creator because she liked it. God. Oh, that's memories. How old is that? How old is that video? Oh, wait, I could live all this. A year ago. Wow. That was, I see my thumbnail too of the poorly drawn me. But oh my god. Oh my god. So, now you know what must happen. Fanfiction writing stream. We're gonna use text. We're gonna use the text app and just write fanfiction. Neko Sugar Girl Mariana was epic. Yeah, I remember that. It was. I remember trying to poorly speak Spanish because they retconned her to be like Latin descent. I forgot what it was. He's so Segoy. Maybe I could treat him to ice cream too. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. I was getting flashbacks with all of it. Oh my god, that was A, simpler times, and then B, did you meow? I was reading the little blip. The little blip right here. Where is it? Here. He's just so secure yet. That part. I am watching both this and Conjure streaming you mouth at the same time. If it hurts you, it means stop. What a timing cat-to-cat connection. Just thinking back. Oh, and then I remember trying to do a Mickey Mouse impression. I remember that clearly. No, it was a Miku impression, and you guys said it sounded like Mickey Mouse. Anyway, the horse races. Maybe if I like space it out. Best horse races. Maybe if I type it like that. No, nope, no, that is not. One of these is Star Trek. The other one is Glee. I'm mad. I was like, oh shit, I think I found some. Like only 2. No. Why the fuck is the horse races tagged in this? I get that one, the first one, because it's like Kentucky Derby or whatever it's called. But yeah, if you're gonna ride in the Kentucky Derby, yeah. God. Oh, never mind. Yeah, horse races. That is so weird. That there's only horse races mentioned in 2 fan fictions in the entirety of AO3. Now, because I'm like, there should be more. I feel like there should be more. Well, I know what I'm doing for the summer. Nobody has style but these 2. I know what I'm doing next week. Try dog races. Let's see, dog races. $77. Oh, this one has original characters. First one has original characters. Wacky. Oh wait. This one is Wacky Races, which is Scooby-Doo adjacent, I believe. Of course, My Hero Academia. She put her canine teeth in the side of my neck. Ooh! Oh, that's Baldur's Gate. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, wait, no, this is Young Justice. Okay. I was like, what? Peppy Drabble. Dick Dastardly. Dick Dastardly? Dick Dastardly. What? Must be because of the I bet on losing dog song. Ah. But a fanfiction on Dick Dastardly? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Because he looks so goofy. Reminds me of this lazy town. How many? 371. Okay. Robbie Rotten. That's what's his name. Robbie Rotten's 4 Kiss. Yep. Yep. Culture. Yep. Yep. This makes sense. Yeah. I remember watching this when small. I don't remember it at all. I remember like the crossovers with like Scooby-Doo and like Hanna-Barbera shows, but like I don't remember the show itself. I just remember him doing something stupid. How many VTuber? Let's see. $1,885. That is now. Oh, VTuber Apocalypse. Oh my god. This Oh my god, wait. Sora Tokino, the president of the International VTuber Council, has decided to organize a tournament between 16 VTubers to choose who will be her successor as council president. 16 VTubers fight in battles to prove who deserves that position the most. But maybe the fighters aren't the only ones interested in the tournament. I don't own any of the VTuber models that appear in the story. This story is created by a fan for fans. Enjoy. Based on the manga Shumatsu no Valkyrie God Apocalypse, as well as other battle manga such as Majo Taisen and Tenkachi. Please tell me what you think. If manga's too similar to my story, I'll make sure change. I recommend you check them out if you're not interested. The story does not contain any kind of gore, blood, or death. Oh. Okay. Oh god. We have VTuber Council and Sora as the president. That makes sense. I feel that makes sense. But like Kizuna Eye is also involved. So what is this? Okay, Iron Mouse, Kazuha fights, VTubers, Freeform, Hollow Stars, Billion, Pekor, Kanae, Shoto. Okay. Yanners. This is a weird and like very interesting lineup because it's everybody known and popular. Huh. No Yuri skip. Wait, we can. Well, that'll be yeah. VTuber Yuri. How many Yuri? 18. Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Some of these aren't even VTubers. Only one is, and it's the first one with Suise and Pekora. That's it. Time to close the site. These people. Only 18th. Time to close the site. These people are useless. Yeah, what the fuck? What? Now, hey, hold on. Now, if I type in Yaoi, it's gonna be so fucking disproportional. You will not believe it. Oh, wait, I put 9. Let me type it again. You will not believe your eyes. Oh, well, 4. Huh. Wow. Huh. Huh. I stand corrected. AO3, I did not know your game. Wait. My heart will wake up. Wait, that's what it says? Wait, that's what it says? Oh, shit, yeah. It does say that. And it has Joey Wanko X/U. Okay, so it's a insert fanfiction. The puppy pile. Son Goku, Dallas Mavericks players, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Anthony Davis. Oh, it's his fan page, the puppy pile. Oh. Wow, I am out of my depth. Wow. Son Goku. Okay. I love how this is the what do you call it? This is the my heart will wank on. And then with the girl ones, the Yuri wrong side. That's Dick Dastardly. This is morning kisses, warmth, worry, and white day, valor, vulnerability, and Valentine's. Granted, this is the same person. Eclipse, Ian, anniversary. Yeah, it's like boys. Son Goku. You open a new tab every time. I don't think. Do I? No. There's only 4 currently. Because I kind of okay, Grandma. You know what? I just want to read the VTuber Apocalypse one. Now I'll see where that one heads off to. Wow, I just realized this was supposed to be like, oh yeah, sub goals and stuff like that. That devolves into fanfiction. I'm surprised how I started off. Check time, by the way. It's almost 3 hours. Okay. Yeah, I should wrap it up. Speaking of that, I'm surprised my whole thing was not, like, nerdy fanfiction stuff. Probably because I thought, oh yeah, I haven't done any fanfiction in years. Like, I'll think I'll be out of my element. I guess not. I'm just surprised on the fandoms. But anyway, switch screens. Da baba boy. Ah. Now I hunger. But that is the end of my. Well, the end of my presentation was like an hour ago. But yeah, that was my list of things for sub goals and such. I thank you all for supporting me throughout this time. I raise it. Thanks. Thank you, whoever's lurking, chatting, all that kind of stuff. Appreciate you. Not gonna cry. Yeah, I'll have me some egg rolls. Some chicken egg rolls. Because my mom bought 5 packs of them. Don't know why. I think they're on sale. Thanks for the stream, Mariana. I'm going to Conjure stream. Come say hi if you can. I will do that. That's where I'll be heading to next. But yeah, I am gonna watch her stream and eat egg rolls. Bake me up some egg rolls. I made my grandpa egg rolls. I hope he's actually eating them. Probably is. But anyway, before I get sidetracked and go on for 5 more minutes. Oh, or can we get raid yet? Unsure. I don't know how to raid. How do we raid? How does one wade? Wait. Unsure. I mean, if we can do it, we can do it. Oh, we need 1,000 subs. Never mind. Hey, we keep that in the back of our mind. It's called a live redirect. Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it. I love how you capitalized it too, so it's like live redirect. Like it's for Smash Brothers. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day, evening, morning, night, wherever you guys are, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.